Ciao ragazzi, io sono Falconero, oggi sono qua con un nuovo video dedicato a The Witcher 3 che purtroppo non è andato esattamente come speravo, nel senso che ho registrato quasi un'ora di gameplay, ma purtroppo al termine della registrazione, quando volevo poi montarmi tutto eccetera eccetera, mi sono accorto che il microfono non aveva funzionato, per cui tutto quello che state per vedere purtroppo è semplicemente commentato in maniera postuma dal sottoscritto ed è un peccato perché c'era veramente tanta bella roba era successa che adesso mi toccherà raccontarvi semplicemente in maniera un po' più fredda in diretta, ma non volevo vanificare insomma tutte le belle registrazioni fatte, le belle cose viste, perché insomma meritava specialmente una cosa in particolare che vedrete. Adesso prima di tutto cominciamo con quella che è stata la presentazione del Corvo Bianco, la nostra tenuta, e ci facciamo accompagnare nell'arco di tutta la tenuta appunto in maniera tale che ci venga presentata prima di poter poi decidere come svilupparla.
How might I be of service, sir?
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos. My father was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to majordomo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
You've spread some nastiness to me.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
If I ever trust a woman, remember that.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
You've spread some nastiness to me.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Falconero, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Was it not you who freed the town from the blood gulpers?
Here, kitty, kitty.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Boleus held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Boleus ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Boleus's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Chet Peters Coronata.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light, then give my wife a good long night.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Boleus's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
As you can see, the facade is, to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. If Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Questa parte della presentazione devo dire che mi è piaciuta parecchio perché comunque ci ha dato modo di conoscere non solo i vecchi proprietari, un po' la loro storia, ma soprattutto di conoscere anche il luogo che spero avremo modo poi di sviluppare piano piano col passare del tempo di questa serie che stiamo iniziando proprio oggi. C'è veramente tanto da fare, adesso sono curiosissimo di vedere nei prossimi episodi insomma come si svilupperà dopo averci investito 5.000 corone, però insomma è sicuramente un buon inizio e devo dire che questo aspetto di poter personalizzare casa nostra effettivamente mi ha esaltato non poco. Fatta questa prima parte però poi mi sono lanciato sulla missione della box facendo 3 combattimenti che si sono rivelati particolarmente interessanti perché ognuno dei 3 ha avuto un suo tratto distintivo che mi ha colpito particolarmente. Nel primo mi sono trovato di fronte a un avversario che ha voluto combattere in maniera un po' insolita per cui guardatevi intanto questo primo combattimento perché merita.
Fine, let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested. Quick I am. Too quick for you. It'll be knick-knack, paddywhack. Here's your arm bone. Where's the sport in it?
Don't want to fight? Why bother looking for challengers then? Wasting my time.
Whoa, a bit testy are we? A witcher, right? Let's do it like this. You parry 3 blows I throw your way, you win. But you can't swing at me, not once. Just deflect my blows, got it? Catch 3 of them and I'll toss you double your wager.
Feeling that generous?
No, I just know you can't do it. No one's ever done it. Too fast, see? So, willing to try for 3 blocks?
Fine. Doubt I'll have any trouble deflecting a few blows.
That I get. At long last, one with a sportsman's soul. Now, listen. The rules say you're not to start your parry until I've cocked my fist. Standing with your guard-ups, not allowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, witness a most peculiar fight. How shall I say this? The Witcher has accepted a colossal challenge.
Block, you old goose! Too quick for you, huh?
Incredible! The Witcher has parried Colossus's blows. No one's ever managed that feat.
Here's your due.
Thanks.
Now, to face the Maestro, all you've left are rambles with Mancomb and the knight known as Still Waters. Seek out the knight in the heart of Oatville, near Mountebank Alley, whereas Mancomb loiters about the docks south of that district.
Poi, fatto questo primo combattimento, è stata la volta di un cavaliere mascherato che nascondeva un segreto davvero difficile da prevedere prima di iniziare, per cui prima di commentarlo ve lo faccio intanto vedere.
I challenge you to a duel.
Noble lords and virtuous ladies, another fight is soon to begin.
What? Lost your nerve? Shit. Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously invincible Still Waters. And what about it was? Freed of his vow, the knight can now show his face.
Your blows are strong and true. My congratulations.
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman. No wry remarks?
What for? It's the 13th century. Nothing peculiar about it. Women own taverns, run farms, and fight.
Will you not claim there was no honor in fighting a wench?
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Only Mancomb remains. You should look for him by the docks south of Oatville. Once you've bested him, you can try your strength against the Maestro.
Ecco, al termine di questo combattimento una delle cose che mi è venuta più spontanea è stata una riflessione sulla qualità delle missioni secondarie in The Witcher 3 e in generale anche in questo DLC, perché CD Projekt ha avuto la capacità di rendere delle attività piuttosto banali, perché alla fin fine anche la box non è che sia tutto questo grande divertimento realizzato in questo modo, è riuscito però a renderlo particolarmente interessante perché ha dato spessore alle situazioni, alle premesse che portano a quelle situazioni, perché in questo caso il fatto che il primo combattente che abbiamo affrontato avesse richieste particolari sul tipo di combattimento, che questo secondo personaggio fosse in realtà una donna, per cui ha dato spessore al combattimento e a tutto quello che comporta il personaggio che abbiamo affrontato, e nel terzo combattimento che state per vedere le cose si sono fatte ancora più interessanti.
Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it.
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb? First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Your taunts? I've heard dogs retch things more profound. Hear how pathetic and stupid you sound.
Well, how then is this for a clever tongue twister? You're a bum-botching, blackened, bile-filled blister.
Think you're confused. That sounds more like your sister. I'm immune to disease, but even I'd die if I kissed her.
You aren't worthy to empty my sister's bedpan. You mange-ridden mutant, not even a man.
Should have quit before we began. Gonna make you wish you'd turned tail and ran.
Why, you... bad... I've got to admit, you know how to roast a man. You win.
Mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm under the weather today. I'd have lashed you raw otherwise.
Right, sure.
Thus, you've gained the right to challenge the Maestro. Look for him at the docks, and congratulations. I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Quest'ultimo combattimento prima del gran finale è stato poi quello che ho apprezzato maggiormente perché, come avrete senz'altro avuto modo di notare, è un omaggio barra riferimento alla saga di Monkey Island. Chi di noi non si ricorda i duelli dialettali che portava avanti Guybrush e il fatto che il personaggio ci assomiglia anche in maniera abbastanza chiara rende questo omaggio veramente molto molto bello per chi, come me, gioca da tanti anni.
This where I find the boxer they call the Maestro?
Maestro, champ, the undefeated. Folk call him many things. You are the Witcher who dropped the 3 lesser champions?
I am. Come to fight the Maestro, but seems to me he's indisposed.
Alcohol is the Maestro's remedy for his crippling shyness. He's a delicate man, you see. He'd never so much as hit a pillow while sober.
Fighting sober's like dancing to silence.
Forget fighting. Sure you can stand? You're blind drunk.
Not your bum-bopping business. Ah, you cheat, you chat, while my vodka's gone flat. Will you fight, yay or nay?
Let's go. I challenge you.
Hold on. Whoa. I'm a man of principle. I keep to a code. I don't tinkle where I eat, and I don't fight folk who don't drink.
Meaning?
Meaning you're to drink, or hey diddle out of here.
Sheesh. Fine.
Mesdames, messieurs, the Maestro will perform at last.
Let's do this.
When I chop you, bumble! Hey, well done. Under a post, yes. When I chop you, you bumble! Ah, scab! You
It's not happened in years. Your fists, they're glorious.
Thanks.
I'm gobsmacked, I am. I have to drink it off. Oof, good fight. To speak true, I'm pleased you stripped me of the title. I shall have more time to pursue my chief interest now.
Witcher Geralt of Rivia is hereby crowned Fisticuffs champion of Beauclair. Bravo! Behold your trophy.
A life without liquor's like loving without licking.
E quest'ultimo combattimento non ha fatto altro che confermare poi quello che vi ho detto poco fa, nel senso che CD Projekt anche in questo caso è riuscita a garantirci un'esperienza divertente nel combattimento, semplicemente dandogli una sfumatura diversa. In questo caso eravamo ubriachi, per cui non è stato come i combattimenti precedenti, ma ci ha proposto qualcosa di un pochino nuovo, un modo carino per garantire un po' più di varietà, per garantire una leggera boccata di freschezza, che ha concluso insomma questa serie di incontri in maniera secondo me molto molto convincente. E al termine di questo ho fatto quella che secondo me è stata la missione molto carina, insomma la parte più interessante dell'intero video che avevo registrato, ovvero quella incentrata su degli schiamazzi notturni in un cimitero. La missione si è basata e ruotava intorno a due spiriti che erano sposati, sono morti, sono stati seppelliti vicini, ma hanno continuato a litigare rinfacciandosi un po' gli errori commessi in vita. Lui giocatore d'azzardo di Gwent, lei donna frustrata che insomma ha vissuto la vita vicino a un uomo che l'ha ridotta diciamo in miseria per colpa del suo viziaccio. Io ho deciso poi di spostare lui perché lei ci ha promesso un mazzo di Gwent fortunato e avevo interrotto proprio nel momento in cui stavo andando a cercare questo mazzo fortunato di Gwent. Quindi dalla prossima volta, che credo sarà tra un paio di giorni, preparatevi perché andremo a caccia di questo mazzo di Gwent e, microfono permettendo, ricominceremo finalmente a giocare e a goderci i video nella maniera più normale e tradizionale possibile. Detto questo, ragazzi, io vi ringrazio per avermi seguito anche oggi, mi scuso per il piccolo grande errore di registrazione, il piccolo errore tecnico che c'è stato, ma vi assicuro che è una cosa che non si ripeterà. Detto questo, appunto, vi ringrazio e ci vediamo alla prossima. Ciao ragazzi.